Hello and welcome to a new episode of my Flosstube. As you can see, quite a new location I have here today. We are in India for the month of October, slightly extended to the first week of November as well. We are in beautiful Rajasthan at the moment, staying at the Vivana Culture Hotel. I'll put a link to their website as well. It's an absolutely stunning place here. I am doing an open air episode today, so there will be noises of... That's a little tractor here. There are some camels that will be heard, some kids playing in the playground nearby, and there is a whole bunch of pigeons that will loudly flap their wings around the corner, so hope it's not too noisy this episode. Anyway, I will keep it short today. I've got 3 things I want to share with you. The first one is Black Sampler November. I've had quite a few questions about people what the rules exactly are, and I'm already super excited that so many people are joining in. Just follow the hashtag Black Sampler November on Instagram, and you will find a lot of inspiration. It's not just patterns by me, it's lots of different designers that are sharing their designs there as well. So it's a really nice community project now, which I'm very happy about. There's not a lot of rules really. I think as long as it's something stitched in black, or if you really wanted to bend the rules, stitched on black. So if you want to stitch a white sampler on black fabric, that's okay by me as well. And it doesn't need to be a sampler either. If you want to stitch just a nice embroidery piece with black floss on something, that's all is good. It's basically Black Sampler November is what you make it as a stitching community. I'm just really excited to just see what it is going to become in the end. So it is a start along, which is an important point. Basically, some people were saying, like, I don't think I will be able to start and finish the project, but that's totally okay. Even if you get only 5 crosses in, if you want to join in, that's great. I think it's a great motivator to start something new that you haven't tried out before. Maybe you're a little bit scared of making a completely black sampler. Those are parrots, by the way, screaming there. It's beautiful. But yes, so stitch whatever you like and stitch with whatever floss you want. You can mix and match your flosses. If you want some really beautiful black flosses, I would recommend checking out Caroline's shop, evertote.com. She's got some beautiful hand over dyed flosses by Leo and Roxy Yarn Company, which is definitely worth checking out. So yes, basically have fun with it, make it what you want it to be. Then people have also asked me about whether I will be doing a 2022 stitch along. First though, I want to point out my beautiful sexy socks here. You might be wondering why is he wearing them like that. Since I've been here, I've been mosquito food, so I have started to wear long sleeves, button up to the neck, tuck everything in, and tuck my socks over my trousers so they don't fly in, because it's gotten a bit troublesome, to say the least. So yeah, hence my sexy outfit today. Anyway, moving along, 2022 stitch along. So I've had a lot of questions from you guys. I'm super excited that you are excited about it. The 2020 SAL will be a mystery stitch along. I decided to do it as mystery again because I want to try and have everyone sort of work on the same page, same page as well, because it's 1 page a month. But I would like to, instead of people working ahead of the cover image, which happened last year, or this year. I would love to see people just sort of stick to the portion that has been released, and also to try and cut a little bit in the illegal sales sharing of the stitch along. Roughly in May, I was made aware that the full design was already available on pirate websites, which was slightly disheartening, to say the least, because this is something that I'm really passionate about, and this is my work, and to sort of see something being shared in relatively poor quality that early on in the project was just quite sad, to be honest with you. But I thought I'll keep it a full mystery until December 1st, 2022, and then the whole sampler will be fully released. So each month, like all the previous years, there will be one installment. You can choose to either purchase individual parts, or you can choose to do the subscription. With the subscription, you will get a monthly part emailed to you, which you can then download, so that's always a handy thing. This year's or next year's pattern will be slightly different in that it will be a period sampler and not a original design. I chose this year for a period sampler because I managed to get my hands on a truly stunning sampler that I was so excited about, and it was beautifully symmetrical. But what made it so exciting was that the left side and the right side were still quite different from one another, so I thought, like, I'm going to go for this beautiful design. So that's the reasoning behind that. This year it is also a fully monochrome sampler, but you can do whatever you like with that design and stitch it. If you want to stitch a color version of the pattern, I'm happy for you to do that as well. You might be able to figure out what kind of a sampler it is if I say that it's a fully black sampler, but for the rest I'm not going to say anything about it. But if you don't like black samplers, you can use any color you like. I am already counting on the fact that people will be really creative with this design and fully make it their own. The cover image will give you an idea of what the finished sampler will be like, because it will be a blurry image of the full sampler with only the January part revealed. Pre-orders will start from late November, sort of early December. That's the plan, at least. I need to iron out some sort of little things, but I'm sure that will be solved soon as well. Make sure to be on my mailing list, and you will get an update as soon as there's something available there as well. The pattern is mainly full crosses. There's a few small sections that have some backstitching on it. The backstitching is very easy to do. It's not a dramatic thing at all. However, there is a alternative full crosses version as well. Yes, I think that is it. Oh yes, the size-wise, of course. So the size of the sampler is a little bit bigger than the 2021 sampler. It is 353 crosses wide and 362 crosses high, so nearly a perfect square. However, it has less crosses than the 2021 stitch along. So the 2022 stitch along has 31,181 crosses in total. Parts have between 2,200 up to 3,000 per month. I think the October-November parts are the densest, as they have a very nice motif, but it's a little bit denser. But the other parts have all about 2,500 crosses per month, so it's not too bad. It's very doable, and because it's a monochrome pattern as well, you can stitch quite quickly on it. I have, because I'm doing the pre-pattern to start it, I've started the pattern since we came here, and I am currently working on the November panel already. So it's fairly, you can stitch it up fairly quickly, I think. That's it with regards to the stitch along. I have to explain today's title, which is a little bit of a funny story, I think. So when we set out to India, it was the first time flying in about 2.5 years, and as I sat on the aeroplane, we were seated down and they came round with a nice little drink, so I sat down, had a drink, and you know, this is the moment just before they sort of announced to switch off your devices and fasten your seatbelts and ready to depart. And suddenly my phone starts buzzing and I see the alarm and it says sampler auction. I'm sort of there scratching my head thinking, what is this? And then I suddenly remembered that weeks ago I had registered to purchase this. They're beautiful. I hope you just saw them flying around here, the pigeons. I remember that I had put in a sampler auction thing, so I quickly went to the website, logged in just before we had to go into airplane mode, and I was just in time. It was literally, I forgot the lot number, but it was something like lot 89 was being called and my lot was number 90. So just as they were finishing off the lot 89 and the hammer came down, I put in a bid and I won the sampler, so that was so satisfying. So basically I put my phone into airplane mode, fastened my seatbelts, we flew away, and I couldn't have been happier because I was really excited about this quite lovely pattern, to be honest with you. It's a very simple pattern. It was stitched in 1843 by a little girl called Ellen Hooker, which explains the title of today's video. She stitched a really charming sampler. It's only letters and some very simple borders that she stitched on it, but I thought it was a really wonderful sampler and it would be a really nice release for Black Sampler November. I was thinking that I wanted to release it on the 1st of November, but because we are traveling and it has been quite difficult to get the booklet ready, I don't think I will be able to do quite that. But yes, we'll see. Just keep an eye on the newsletter and on my website as well. The new patterns usually are on the front page and you will see like new, and that's the new stuff that's out there. The pattern is full crosses. There are some Algerian eyelets, and they're the easy kind, only using 8 stitches. There are 4-sided stitches, which is a reversible technique, which was done traditionally on some samplers, where you see basically 4 little back stitches in a square, and on the back of the sampler you see a little perfect full cross, which is very pretty. However, don't worry if you don't want to do the 4-sided stitch. You can just do the back stitches, and who cares about the back really. I don't even know if Ellen stitched hers properly with a reversible back, because as you can see I am still in India. I have not yet had a chance to look at the back of the sampler. I think it might even been sewn up, so I don't even know if I can actually view the sampler, the back of the sampler. I have only seen really good photos of the front, and I was able to chart the pattern from that one. There are also some stitches over one. There's a bit of text, and Ellen stitched her name and date over one as well. So it is a really nice challenge if you want to learn a few new techniques. The booklet won't describe the stitches because there are some really good resources out there online. If you look up how to do a 4-sided stitch, how to do an Algerian eyelet, you will find lots of videos for that. Tracker Man is back again, so it's a bit noisy, sorry. I think that's all I wanted to share with you. As I said, we are in this beautiful hotel here. I will put some footage at the end of the video as well of the hotel, because it is truly extraordinary here. We have extended our trip a little bit by a few days, so I will be celebrating my holiday in the beginning of November here as well. which I'm quite excited about. And we will be celebrating Diwali, the festival of light, also while we are here in India, which will be very exciting. But for now, I am going to sign off. I will need to pack my bags because we are today sadly leaving this beautiful hotel and going back to our place slightly up north again. It's been lovely chatting with you guys. Stay safe, look after each other, and I will see you soon again. Take care. Bye bye.